So welcome to the day one of the Get It Done Challenge. I wanted to really call it the Vitality Challenge because that's what this is too. And you'll have in your course replay, which is on school, the replays will show there of these calls as well as just a little 5-minute booster on the principles behind Get It Done Challenge. So the reason we created this is because we're in the middle of a new year coming up, and what better way but to make those resolutions that may have already faded come alive, as well as make it easy and simple so we actually will continue through. So just put in the chat, did you have a resolution that's already faded or a goal that you haven't even tried to put up because maybe you don't want to fail? And if so, just put a 1 in the chat if you're like, yep, that's me. Put a 2 if you're on fire and you're like on track with your goals, and you can put a 3 if you're like, I haven't even created a goal. So 1 in the chat if you have had a goal or resolution that's already faded. Number 2 is you're on fire, you're going, and then number 3 is I didn't even make one because I was fearing failure. I've done this too many times, or I don't want to make one. Okay, so we've got some 3s, 2s, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1. We are across the board. 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Not a lot of 1s. Okay, good. A few 1s. Okay, good. I should have done a little poll so we could collate this data more easily, but we will just have to do it this way. Okay, very cool. So people are kind of all over. Some of you, a lot of if I had to pick a number though, I think 3 is the winner across the board here. Okay, so perfect. Wherever you are, 1, 2, or 3, you are going to now take the time to create something that is exciting for you to get done in 5 days. Now, the first thing is to acknowledge the reason why we often can't create a goal or want to is because of the basics of information overwhelm. I used to give this talk like 10 years ago, and I would say we come across more data and information in someone's whole lifetime would ever come across, like in the 16th century, and now we do it like in a day. But that was a really old statistic. So I would say like every minute or every hour, we are encountering more information than someone would in their lifetime. And if you can get that, because we as a species have not evolved as quickly as AI and all these other things, you can have some compassion. And I know lots of my friends have ADHD, but it's not just that. It's literally the environment in which we are isn't quite fit for our brains to grok all the time. So while there may be folks out there creating little chips in our brains so that we can keep up until we become cyborgs, which I am not a fan of at all, we are in this predicament. So what can we control? And the biggest thing here is picking one thing that we're going to go after instead of 20 halfway. So you're going to, in a moment, start to brainstorm what is one goal that you're going to make for the next 5 days. And of course, it has to be something that it's not that you have to finish it in 5 days, because you could finish a part of the thing. So if you have a bigger thing you want to do, I mean, I've had someone, do all their back taxes for 5 years before. They actually did it, by the way, in 5 days. So it is possible to do something bigger and get it done, but you want to find something that's big enough that makes you excited and not too teeny enough that you would already do. Something in the middle that's about 5 days. It could also be, like I said, a milestone. So if you're going to write a book, and you're not going to do it in 5 days, but maybe you make the outline or you write 10 pages. Like it could be a mini goal within the goal. And then we're going to do more with that later. But for now, I want you to find the right size of a goal. So go ahead and brainstorm right now in the chat what are possible 5-day types of goals that you could have. And the goal doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be a habit that you want to jumpstart and actually do consistently for 5 days. Thus the challenge part. So it may not be, to get something done. It could be, I want to go to bed by 9:30 every night. I want to meditate 20 minutes a day because I haven't been. So something, we're just brainstorming. So just journal and brainstorm or chat so you can help each other see ideas. Hello, welcome, Mira. Yes, Holly, I'm glad you're happy to be here. Holly finished pulling the weeds on my property. Okay, good. Patty, decreased time on my phone. Nia, move more. Brooke, move my body every day. Erica, get on a healthy food plan. Frame up the plan and figure out the tracker. Okay, great. Jeannie, meditate more, 5 to 10 minutes. Not to worry as much. Yes, and then we'll make it a little more specific and even measurable, even if it's a way of being. So Drea, read a book or just listen for 30 minutes a day. Laura, I want better sleep and focus. Teresa, I want to study for my board exams. Amani, I want to get to sleep sooner and get to implement sleep and waking rituals. And over here wants more walks, even though it's cold, wet, and dark. That's funny. Tobias wants to write a data analysis paper that should have been written 2 years ago. Ooh, I feel ya. Katie, make a budget. Oh, I like that one. Ajda, daily meditation for 20 minutes. Okay, great. And again, these are things that you don't already do. You're going to utilize the momentum from this group and this community accountability to do the thing that you like really want to do, but you haven't. It's been on the back burner, or the habit that you still just haven't broken through. If it's a habit. Catherine, I want to start tracking my food and routines and moods and feelings and general health. So that's probably a longer project. Okay, good. So we're brainstorming the realm here. And then perhaps you can break it down into a 5-day thing. Gerbeline, please put your pronunciation, if I'm not saying that correct, need to slow down. Liz, no phone before my bed. Plan to teach a half-day watercolor class to a small group instead. Ooh, beautiful. Go to sleep earlier. Angeline's to go to bed earlier. More board exams. Can I ask how long is this practice? It depends on what you choose for your goal. Right now, we're just brainstorming goals that can happen over 5 days. Amanda can paint a wall mural. Mira, eat. Okay, so we have lots and lots of people reading books, at least 2 pages. And then eating healthy, exercising, taking better care of my body. Okay, great. So from all of these lists, now some of you already have noticed, okay, what's feasible in 5 days. So you're going to break it down into a 5-day thing, or if it's broad, like I want to sleep better or I want to exercise more, make it specific. Like I want to do 15 minutes a day, or I want to go to bed by what time, right? Maybe it's a range to give yourself some room if you've been going to bed at 1 and then you're like, I'm going to go to bed at 9, like maybe not. So make it a little a range, like I'm going to go to bed between 10 and 11 or something like that. Not jumping too far too fast. Someone wants to write a song. Wonderful. That's a nice 5-day thing. Although we've done those, it's fun to do like a 10-minute or like a 20-minute challenge. Okay, 5 days for Melanie of intentionally putting in my wellness routine. So does everybody, or do you have something? Just put a 1. If yes, I have like a 5-day goal I can do. Put a 2 if you're like, I have the idea, but it's not a 5 days. And then 3 is I got nothing. Okay, good. We got a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 over here on this side. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on that side too. Okay, good. Katie. Katie, pick one between the budgets and then the exercise. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, the session goes just until 1/2 past. So this first part is the principle, and then the second part is the movement of Qigong, in which we will use to help us with the thing we're going to do. Because our brain just is like, no, how am I going to do that? And then we want to settle the body, which we're going to do in a moment. And then not so much today because it's day 1, but there will be Q&A available. So I can hang out for a little bit after 12:30 for any Q&A as well. Okay. So I'm just looking for 3s right now. So yes, for Katie, can you pick one? So pick the budget or pick whatever one is like nagging at you more, but also inspiring that if you got it done would be great. Okay, great. Bedtime for 10:30. Okay, I think we got most 1s. We are ready. Jude, paring it down. You can put in the chat if you need to pare it down more. And Mira as well. Okay. So again, you're going to get a video in your little online free course portal thing that will reiterate in more depth. I go into like multitasking and how our brain, it's not just doing two things at once. It's doing things consecutively, quickly in a row. It can also, there's different definitions you may not be aware of that multitasking includes, but all the studies show that when you just do one thing, we go faster, even if it feels slower. And that's today's power of one. So I love one. One goal for the year, one focus for the week, one thing for the day. You can really take this power of one, not just for this challenge, but for life, and really pare it down to one thing at a time, moment to moment. And then this cultivates presence and cultivates being here now, which at the end of the day, why else are we here? Okay, so what I would love to do now is so you can, like I said, there's a little 5-minute thing you can listen to that'll be in your course when you sign up to school. It's free in our SolJoy Academy. And for those over here on Insight Timer, you may have no idea what I'm talking about. So you would go to SolJoy with Anna Choi. If you go to that Insight Timer group, then I can give you a link there for all this free stuff. And what we're going to do now with the power of one is knowing what we've clarified, how do we embody that? So to ground ourselves in, I'm just going to give you a few Qigong moves that help center. Okay, so you can go ahead and rise and stand. Grab your all right, and go ahead and with your toes forward, hip width apart, just going to bounce, keeping your heels on the ground. Drop down into your feet, inhaling through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Shake your joints, your wrists, elbows, shoulders. Drop your weight down into the ground. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, make a sound. Or a sigh if you can't be loud. As if you're releasing stress, releasing heaviness, stagnant energy, inertia from lack of goals or not following through. Any past conversation you have about goals in general. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. And continuously drop and surrender your weight into your feet. Lengthening through the spine. Soft knees. Feel your yongchan, the center of the ball of your foot. All right. So the power of one. Right now, we are bringing all of our attention, our mind, our body, and our emotions into one space. Now, because the mind cannot be in the past or the present and here, it can only, when we come into the body, it's forced to be in here and now. The body is always here now. So as your mind continues flying out, much like we have too many goals or we multitask, you want to bring that awareness into your body and into your lower tanjana. So now we're going to help that by curling our fingers in and over, the thumbs over the fingers, 2 inches below the navel. And you're going to tap your danja, which means energy center, focus into one spot, not just your body, but also your attention, your awareness. Just like your goal, this is going to require you in the next 5 days to focus your awareness in one place. So you're going to practice that right now with your mind. How? Feel your tanjan, 2 inches below the navel, midway to the body. Just feel where you feel the bottom of your fists, the pinky side. Now, for first timers who are doing this for the first time, if you have to go to the bathroom, please go relieve yourself because we are near the bladder. If you're recovering from surgery or you have your period or you're pregnant, it's super tender. Just use your palms or the bottom side of your fist instead of the pinky, which is more penetrating deep. And you want to wake up and pay attention. Some of my students who I know or coaching clients, make sure you are focus on the feeling. I mean, this is for everyone. Focus on the feeling of the vibration from the bottom of the fist to the back. And what you want to do is notice when your mind flies out without judgment, you bring it back into the body and bring it down into your danja. And don't forget to breathe. So inhaling through the nose, exhale out the mouth, and smile gently, relaxing your breath. So multitasking is a reaction to stress, rushing, pressure. When you inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth, you're releasing stress and pressure. And when you gently smile, you're activating your brainstem to relax. So we want to put our bodies in a state of relaxation and focused. Focus means relaxed concentration. Focus that is frenetic concentration is multitasking. We want to get into relaxed concentration, is real focus. I should say sustainable focus. Okay, so as we do this, then notice, keep exhaling out through the mouth, making a sound. And feel and imagine your body settling down, down, down. A lot of what helps focusing in the power of one is you have to get rid of all the distraction and stress first. If you try to focus in the middle of that, it's kind of like, trying to cook with your kids yelling and screaming around you, right? It doesn't work so well. But if you rid and clear out the distractions, get a babysitter, right? Much easier to cook. I mean, on a very fundamental, basic level. Same thing with our goals. We don't think of it like this, but you have to get rid of stuff and distractions and get into a relaxed state of body to even start and set yourself up for success. So again, inhaling through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Okay, good. Rubbing your tanjan clockwise. We're just going to do a few intestinals and then this is actually not the move we're doing for today, but it all helps. So suck your belly button into the spine like this. And you should feel more focus and heat coming into your lower abdomen. And again, if this is your first time, we're activating water up, fire down, an ancient energy principle that helps take all that distraction, that overwhelm of a lifetime of information coming to you every minute, and takes it down into your core and circulates this cold, stagnant energy from not moving our bodies and just constantly on the phone, going up the spine to calm the mind and warm the belly. This is our proper energy circulation, again, helping the body relax, to focus successfully and sustainably. So this is an exercise you can do before taking the steps of your goal that you will be taking in the coming days. This has just been about 5-7 minutes maybe, so it doesn't take very long at all. So for those of you who think you have no time, just do a quick drop in, shake, tap, and suck your belly button in the spine. You can just do all three very quickly. Okay. I'll put the 10-minute audio. We have this in our other booster energy challenge. I'll bring it over here too. A little 10-minute audio you can do on the go wherever you are for all three. But you can shorten it. You can just do it for 5 minutes. You can even do all three for 2 minutes before you take your step for your goal. Okay, so the move we're going to do for the power of one is very simple. You're going to inhale, one hand, one up, one down. Then you're going to cycle and circle in, and then you're going to bring it down. Come in, focusing on one, power of one in your Tanjang belly. Inhale up, other one comes down, circle the other way. And then now imagine you're squeezing a ball, like an energy ball, like you're focusing energy and harnessing it into your Tanjang. And then release, come up, gather cosmic energy around, and then you're going to take it again and squeeze. So you've got heavy energy here, like we're bringing them all of your forces, right? And you're taking that step for your goal. You're taking release back. You're taking all your resources, like representing all the resources of the heavens, of the earth, and then our earthly world, and you're squeezing them. You're focusing them all. You're focusing them all into your core, your power, okay? Relax. One more time. Inhaling, hold the breath. Keep holding the breath as you squeeze, and then right about here, exhale. And then bring that energy into your core. Okay, last time, inhale. Hold the breath, hold the breath, hold the breath. Hold it still until it goes past your chest, and then exhale. And this is accumulating energy into your Tanjang. So we're like growing this battery center of power. You can go ahead and rub your Tanjang in a circle. Okay, so that is our quick little embodied practice for today to practice your power of one. And if you want a jump start, you can, well, we're not going to do that yet. So that your step after this is to go into school. If you're on that platform, again, I can give you the link for it in the Insight Timer group. And you're going to, on the post under day one, you can just comment how you feel now having done this power of one exercise. You can go ahead and chat what you feel right now from the squeezing the ball. I need a better name than that, but from this move. Okay, this is actually a very common move in many martial arts. We're marshaling the arts here. So I haven't made the post yet, so I'm about to make the post when we hop off here, and then I will send a link. You know, for those of you who signed up in the email, you get all the replays, so you'll get an email that'll have the link directly to click on, and then you put your 2 words, and I might put something else fun in there to do, but that's really all there is to confirm that you completed day 1. Okay, and then you'll also see the replays under the class course called 5-Day Challenge. And so the bonus, I encourage you to watch the 5-minute video. It's all filmed in Bali from like 2018, but all the principles still apply. So enjoy that as well. That's highly, highly encouraged. So again, how we're tracking if you complete each day is through the post on school. And then prizes. So for those who complete all 5, because I love to reward consistency and participation, everyone is then eligible to receive a 20-minute laser one-on-one coaching with me, which is insane because that's really expensive normally. And for those who, you're also eligible to win a spot for one of our retreats that we're going to have. It'll be a 1-day retreat. There will be an online option or in person. Okay. And those are normally like $500. So this is all good stuff. Actually, I think I promised 2 seats in the email. So I'll stick to what I said. 2 seats, you and a friend. Okay. So that's like a raffle drawing that you're eligible for after completing all 5 days. Okay. Any questions? I will hang on here for a few minutes if you have a question. Otherwise, thank you so much. And day 1 is complete after you do your post. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Question. Yes.
Okay, so something that happened to me that I could also see happening again is, my son comes running in and he really needs my attention for a quick second. Would you propose that I just stop and go do it and come right back like I did? Or how do you deal with that kind of distraction when you're trying not to be distracted?
Right. For all you single parents who have little young ones and it can be difficult to do things. So number 1, you need to have a conversation with him and let him know, hey, Mama's got this important meeting. I don't want to be distracted. I won't be available to you. And then say, what can we do during that time to make sure that that happens, and ask him. So maybe, I don't know if it's tablet time. I don't want to encourage that. I'm just saying, maybe it's going outside. Maybe it's eating something. Maybe it's going to a friend's place, or maybe it's having grandma or another friend come over, or maybe it's staying over later at the caretaking place, or maybe it's going to the park across the yard, or at the playground. So you got to brainstorm.
Okay, one little thing about that is, so I didn't ask my real question is it better as we're doing it, like, and he's talking, to stop, to stop what I'm doing so I can listen or tell him I need my space and then keep going? Or is it okay to be doing the cleansing kind of waking up things with the distraction in my ear saying, hey, not right now? Like, do I stop and say, hey, not right now? Or do I go ahead and keep going and say, not right now? Like,
well, what does your heart say? Because it really depends on the situation. I could see both happening depending on where you are.
Okay.
If you're in a super zen place and you're like able just to like kind of ignore them completely, right? You may not need to say it, but if you're in a place where you're like, bro, you need to get out of my space, then you may need to say that more emphatically, right? It'll be case by case. But for your own sanity, I do think, if it's like my 14-year-old, he's like, mom, can I get on Minecraft? Like every minute, then I have to be like, okay, go read your book, do your homework right now, or whatever. I mean, it's different if they're younger, but yeah. Does that help?
Yeah,
you need to create boundaries, girl. That's what I think is first and foremost. But then, work with your son.
Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't beating in more chaos. Thank you.
Okay, I see another question over here. My dog, is it normal that the belly starts to feel itchy while pounding it? Yes, absolutely. That's my short answer. I'll come back and answer it more in depth, but there's a lot of other questions here. When you say go clockwise, is it as I'm looking down? Yes, I know. It's like, what's clockwise? So it's my clockwise, but the top of my clock is like the lower part of my body. It's like this. Don't worry about it too much, but okay. Let's see. My dog wanted to play with me and now she's patiently waiting. Huh? So that's good for Brooke to know. So when you're calm, they go calm. That's in general for anything. Heather, tell them before class. Important. Tell them before class and tell them you checked out. Heather from the other side is saying, Brooke, can you just like tell them you're checked out until it's done? Yeah, I think the question is, if we stop movement, does it spoil the energy flow? Well, that's another take on it. Yes. Yeah, so ideally he's gone. I mean, carve out your space. Okay, so what's the group to post? Okay, yes. If you go to SolJoy with Anna, Choi, if you're on the September side, I'll put the link in there. There's already one in there. I don't know if you can see the links from before. Okay, I do not see any other questions on this side. I feel tingles at the top of my head when I'm tapping. Oh yeah, so to answer that further, your body's just releasing. So some people feel cold coming out of their palms, or they get itchy, or it sometimes it's a burning sensation. So there's like a world, a universe of different types of sensations that come out as we're purifying and detoxing and clearing things out. So you just kind of allow and let it, and don't make it mean anything or react to it or fix it, or just allow and let any sensations that are to be. Okay, excellent. Thank you for a powerful half hour, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. Look in your email inbox for the link, or if you're already in school, like, I'll put it more obviously at the top of the feed to finish up day 1 and check. Okay, all right, bye.